Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage. Welcome back to episode 18 of Civilization 6 as Kublai Khan. I'm still heading towards that scientific victory, but there's a possibility that we may get a diplomatic victory. I'll do my best in case there's a way around that. We've actually got the next session in 16 turns, so it'll take a little while. Just thinking about things, I want to try and get an alliance again with China. Just because I want the research alliance more than anything. Help us boost our tech. Let's go on to the next turn. I mean, we're actually quite a way off a scientific victory, but we're actually closer to a diplomatic victory than a scientific victory. Let's go ahead and get the bananas there. We've still got a few tiles that we need to upgrade, but we're definitely at that point in the game now where we're just kind of going through the motions and just waiting for things to happen and sort themselves out. We are building a few spaceports, so that's going to help
millions of dollars inventing the ballpoint pen.
Now, there's space race done. Now, what we could pick here, which could be useful for us, is 15% production towards space race projects if a city has either a military academy or seaport. We don't have a military academy or seaport, but we could just buy them. Like in the capital. Well, we've got a seaport. We've got a seaport in the capital, I think. If not, we can always just buy one. Let's have a quick look, double check. We have a harbour. Yes, we do have a seaport, so we'll get that in the seaport, and then we could. I mean, we'd have to hard build the barracks first, or the encampment first. But I think that'll be good just for the capital. So we'll leave it at that for now. Let's do social media because it's one turn and it's a governor title. So we may as well do that. We were going to go spy on Delhi. I can't remember why. I think there was a reason for it. What were we doing here? Not a lot I can do. Let's just go and gain some sources. We were going to get some more solar panels down here. Plenty of power in this city anyway. I also want this thing to flip. That's why I've got a spy in there. We're going to try and get rid of that governor first, and then we're going to try and put some pressure on it. We've got a flood there. That's unfortunate. We've lost 3... Oh, no, that wasn't us. That was Geneva again. They've got some fertilised tiles. Maybe that food will help them out. Unfortunately, it has gone and broken the improvement on the oil.
Which of all my
There's social media done. Do we need... Ooh, that's not what I was trying to do. Do we need any of those things? No, no extra culture. We're still in a dark age at the moment as well. And I think we're fine as we are. This river here, can we build a dam on this river? You're working on the nuclear plant. After the nuclear plant... No suitable location. Because we don't have a floodplains. If we had one of their tiles, we could do it. There's no way we can do it for them, is there? If they could build a dam, it would solve their problem. But that's the only city that could potentially build one on the river, and unfortunately, they can't do that. But yeah, I need to go up there now and repair. So let's just go ahead and purchase another builder. Well, not a repair, rebuild, because it gets completely destroyed. Let's do suffrage again, because it's nice and quick. We do have... well, we can claim a great admiral. Let's just claim it, because why not? We can claim a great writer. Don't really need the great writer, but again, might as well take it. And a governor. Now, one of these people... I think it's you... Other cities within 9 tiles not owned by you, you lose 2 loyalty per turn. So I think I'm going to grab Amani. It'll take a little while before we get that. I'm going to go ahead and put her in this city down here just to help it out. But then we will upgrade her when we can and see if she can actually put some extra pressure on this city. See if we can get it to flip. That is yet another admiral. Let's just go ahead and... Can't even transfer you to another city for whatever reason. So let's just move you around here. We have a great writer. We're just going to go ahead and pop you. Because we've got no specific reason to have you. We're not heading for a cultural victory or anything like that, so I'm not overly concerned there. 2 turns away from guidance systems being completed. Yeah, so their flood's gone away. Let's get over there as quick as we can. What have we got going on here? We've completed the nuclear power plant in the capital. Are there any space race things that we can go on to? Launch Mars colony, yes. And then we're going to go ahead and pop this guy to basically get that down to a single turn. Train athletes, yeah, let's keep doing that at a few of our cities where we can. Now then, we do have some envoys that we can send. None of these I particularly need, so we could just save them. Which may well be what I do. I think I'll just save the envoys for now. There isn't a free slot there. We can move you over to here. Just run you over, basically. Rainfall. Foreign city gains independence. Oh, there's a lot of issues going on here in the middle of China. Need more housing. That's always a problem. Okay, on to the next turn then. You want to buy aluminium and niter. I don't really need the money. I'm going to say no. I mean, I don't need the money, so why would I help the AI out, basically? Gandhi has finished a wonder. Gandhi's finished 2 wonders, actually. And there's the Mars colony launched. There's another 3 era score.
My mum arguing with the GPS on the way. Men, their rights, and nothing.
Lots of stuff going on there. So we could go full communism. No, we are communism. We could go democracy now. But I think communism is better than us, just for the extra production and science. So we'll leave as is. Let's get rid of all these. Gandhi's done it. How many wonders is Gandhi? Oh no, that was one of the ones he'd already done. I thought he'd done 3, but no, he's just done 2. Let's do totalitarianism. It's a difficult word to say that. I never usually get it right. This is nuclear power now, which is fine. There isn't an awful lot more we can do here right now. Housing's okay. Amenities is okay. So while we're waiting for the next science project, let's go train athletes. It's only a single turn and gets quite a bit of production out of these. Is there anything else important that you need to build? Let's build the flood barrier, because you've got like the hangar and the stock exchange and stuff. So let's do some of these things on these cities. You're fine for everything right now. You don't need power. So let's just do train athletes, because I'd really like to win that one. We've got an empty policy slot now. It's got to be a economic policy, because it's all we've got. Not established governors with at least 2 promotions provide amenities and housing. I mean, that is useful. Domestic trade routes I don't use. Faster growth and loyalty for cities not on your original capital's continent. Plus 25% gold and 10% production in cities not on your capital's continent. How many cities are not there on the same place? Continent. So all of my cities that I have are in Australia. So all of my cities are on the same continent. So yeah, that is pretty useless then. So no point picking one of those. My mouse button keeps getting stuck for some reason. Commercial hub and harbour district adjacent bonuses. Production towards settlers I do not need. Gold from buildings in commercial hubs if the population is 15 or higher. Tourism. International trade routes give 1 gold and per luxury strategic resource improved at the destination. Public works is useful. Builders getting extra charges. Theatre Square districts adjacency bonuses and stadiums gain +1 amenity. It's probably more useful because we do have some amenity problems. So that's that done for now. Let's get you over there because we need to get that oil, because you were supplying us with oil. And now you are no longer doing that, so we're on -1 currently. And pop the Great Writer again. Okay, that's him done. So what are we now? We are up to 12 turns away from the next session. Not sure if we can win a diplomatic victory there. Sources gained. Right, that's quite good now. So back to the capital. Again, I think we'll do another train athletes. It'll be 2 turns this time around. Let's go ahead and get an archaeological museum. I don't think I have any at the moment. Panama, you're getting close to the housing cap, so let's get a sewer. You are at the housing cap. You've got +1 amenities. Can we get you a neighbourhood anywhere? We can. It would mean destroying some reasonably decent tiles. But I think that one is fine. So let's get you a neighbourhood. So now we are... Oh, he's moved the governor out of there. Excellent. So now we can just foment unrest. And if we can get the upgrade on Omani, that'll be great for us. Enemy spy killed. So Gran Colombia was trying to siphon funds from the capital, and they've got their spy killed. Unlucky. Emergency targeting Shaka has failed, and Shaka has been rewarded. So our friendships have expired. That's a no from Gandhi. It'll probably be a no from Spain as well. And then on the next turn, they'll probably offer me friendship, because that's usually the way it goes. So I'm going to try and focus on civic policies that give me more governor titles. And then I can get Tamani promoted up to... which one is it? Affluence. No. Emissary. Yeah. So she only needs 1 promotion for that to work, really. So let's get the oil on there. So that'll help us out. I don't think we were losing any, but that should sort things. I'll get the rice again for them. I'll repair the farm. I'm just trying to help them out because they're having a lot of trouble with floods. They've got all the floodplains. If I had this tile, no, it would still be too far away. Rising waters overflow the banks of the river and spill into your land below, but it was mitigated.
I'm a big laser believer.
So there's lasers done. So yeah, unfortunately, I could build a dam there or there if I owned either of those tiles, but I don't. And there isn't really a way of getting them, so... I'd love to be able to help them out there, I just can't. So, governor is established here. Just need to get the title now. Choose research. Now let me just have a look at the technology tree, because obviously we want to try and get them in a fairly optimal order as we are going for a scientific victory. I was talking a little bit earlier today in the comments about the future era. I can't remember where this was added, if it was in the last expansion or whether it's part of the Frontier Pass. Like I said, it's been a while since I played, so there's a few things that have changed that I kind of missed, but they added this future era stuff where you get all of these techs that are unrevealed, and there's basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 techs. And the order of those techs actually changes around on every game. So you don't know what these are until you get to the technology before them. Once you unlock a technology before them, then you can start to see them. So to see what this is, I would have to do robotics. There's nothing else here that I need. Operation Ivy, build thermonuclear device. I mean, we could do those, but I want to go... Well, it is boosted. Let's do that, and then we'll go into robotics so we can see where the other things are. Not bothered about having nuclear subs. Not really bothered about having jet bombers. They're not important for the scientific victory. We're not at war with anybody. The capital... Well, we want flood barriers. We could do with having a sewer as well. The extra housing would be useful. There's 7 turns left on the World Games. I'm sure we could still put some decent production in there. Your housing... You haven't got an industrial zone either. Let's get the sewer just so you've got the extra housing. It's never a bad thing to have more housing. We've lost Sue's reign status, but I might be able to buy that back. So let's go ahead and have a look there. So that was with Brussels. So there we go. We've gone and taken that back. That'll upset somebody. Okay, so the flood barrier is completed here. Stock exchange or hangar. Let's get the hangar because I think that might give us some words. We'll actually have a golden age. In fact, we should have a heroic age because we've gone from a dark age into a golden age. So I'll see if that works out. Broadcast centre or stadium. The stadium probably more important. Just like stadiums everywhere. Let's get a couple of stadiums then. Now you need a flood barrier and a seaport. Let's get the seaport because you're one below the housing cap and the seaport will help with that. You're decent on housing. There's nothing here that you really need to build, so I'm just going to keep you on train athletes. I think there's a way to find out how close you are to this, but I can't remember. Is he just built another city right there? This guy really is a troll. I might just have to go to war with him again. Just because he's annoying me. That's the capital. Finished the sewer. That was nice and quick. Let's get a flood barrier. I mean, I think the game will be over before we have any significant flooding, but it makes sense to at least try. Let's try and sabotage Gandhi's production. Let's repair that for you. Because I don't even think they've got a builder, and I don't know why they've just got this random field cannon out here. Right, you are just basically going to go... You can go in the city, actually, and sleep there. Now, here's a thought. I'll wait until the turn's over so I can double check. There's nuclear fusion done. We'll renew the mission. Now then, can we actually... Yes, I could attack both of these from the sea. So... we are going to start working our way down here. With some shippy ships. And we are going to declare war on him again. And take him from the coast. Shopping mall in the neighbourhood. Gives us more amenities. Only on +1 amenity. Let's go ahead and do it. We don't have one yet. So this is going to annoy Gran Colombia, but do you know what? Good. We could get a water park. We don't have a water park. Let's get a water park, just because we don't have one. We don't need one. China have come and settled down here now as well. Come on, China. I mean, it's not a great place for a city, but come on, China. So hopefully that'll help Geneva out a little bit. They lost 3 population as well, so they've had a couple of setbacks. I just wish their borders would expand to this style.
The end of any ideology is...
There's totalitarianism and lots, so we could get fascism, but we don't want that now. So what is next on our agenda? Rapid deployment is the only civic we can go for, so we'll have to do that one. We could get here... Do we need any of these? We could get the Taj Mahal. Again, if any of these wonders are just going to take up valuable spaces. Let's work on Operation Ivy. Just in case we decide we need to drop a nuke on somebody. It does happen from time to time. Let's get the seaport for you, because that'll give you some... do you have a spaceport? Can't remember if I built one there or not now. We can upgrade... So this is an ironclad. We can upgrade you to a destroyer. Yep, and all of these other ships are going to come down here. I'm not going to take the capital again for the reasons that I mentioned last time. I basically don't want to end up with a penalty for holding somebody else's capital, because you do lose a diplomatic favour penalty. Which I do not want. I could go and build more farms for these guys. I don't think there's anything here that I specifically need to build to try and upgrade. Panama, what tiles are you working? I guess you are working some tiles that are not upgraded. So I could, for example, go and get a farm over here. Yeah, let's just get a farm. It'll help with housing. Okay, on to the next turn. We are now 5 turns away from the next session. I'll try and get to the... I know we're at the 20-minute mark, but I'll try and get to that session before the end of this video because it could potentially be endgame. You know, it really could. Water park. Only if I want to get rid of one of the fisheries, which I don't really. There's 2 turns left on World Games. We can train athletes in 2 turns, so let's do one more of those. Train athletes for you is 4 turns, so it's not worth you doing it. So let's get you to build a nuke, because you're not really doing an awful lot else right now. And I'll continue to move my ships into the south. I was originally just going to try and get his city to flip with pressure, but given the fact that he's now built a second city, and China's got one down here as well, which is a little bit annoying. They just wanted that iron, I think. I'm not too bothered about China, because China I am kind of allied with. But I'm going to take him out just out of principle. This city is building incredibly quickly. That one is definitely going. He just doesn't know it yet. So yeah, we'll move down with the ships for that one. We'll definitely wait until we get the next session first, because there is a penalty. Oh, did we get some unrest going there? Yeah, but they'll have full loyalty back in 4 turns, so it doesn't really help. So, some of these ships can even sit in my own waters. He might comment on the fact that I've got units near his borders. I don't really care, to be honest. Train athletes. There's only 1 turn left, so there's no point in doing that. Let's get the stock exchange, because we've been putting that off for a little while. Your housing is good. Let's get the broadcast centre. We'll do the unrest thing again. We'll just keep at it. We'll see what happens.
I'll be back.
I love that. There's robotics, and we can build giant death robots now already, and we do have nuke, so we could do that. So if we look at our tech tree now, so that's advanced AI and cybernetics. So the other space things, we don't know where they are. So they're going to be one of these ones. So let's go for cybernetics first, just because that will reveal 3 techs. Advanced AI will only reveal 1, and we may not even need that one. Great person is an engineer. +1 amenity and +2 housing for this city. That'll be very useful. Not sure what city I'm going to use him in yet, but it'll be worth having, no doubt. Where are we up to here? How much uranium are we making? Getting +6 per turn, and we're using 3 for power. I'd sooner save them for power, to be honest, than doing anything else. There's not really an awful lot we can do that will get us more construction. Let's go ahead and get another builder. I know it's only a single turn, but we could definitely do with, you know, we are working some tiles here. Like this. No, actually, I thought there were some tiles we were working that weren't upgraded, but maybe not. Still, it's not a bad idea to have some more options, so let's go ahead and do that. Panama, we built the stadium. I mean, we could just do something like campus research grants for extra tech and great scientist points, because there's nothing else in particular that you do need to be building. Upgrade. We can get missile cruisers now. We can get missile cruisers. Let's go ahead and do it. Our ships are getting better. So now we've got Well, the submarine's probably not going to be a lot of use, actually. Let's go ahead and get that Admiral and put the Admiral with one of the destroyers. Let's send the submarine back. I don't know how useful the sub's... No, I'm very indecisive here. I will keep the submarine along, just in case he has any units. I need to get through there before his borders close, actually. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Here's our engineer. We actually used 3 actions on him. So 2 housing and 1 amenity. Your amenities are +3. Yours are +2, +2. Actually doing quite well now. Amenities have really improved. Okay, so who's got a housing problem? You've got a housing problem, although it won't be as much of a problem shortly because you are building the seaport. But let's transfer you there. So we're over the 25-minute mark now. 2 turns. I'm going to try and move through this next turn quite quickly, if that's at all possible. Well, I'm just going to declare war. Fine. I'm just going to skip through that. Didn't really want to go to war at that point. But he called me on it, so sure, whatever. Let's just go to war. So let's have a quick look at a few things here. Let's go on to campus research grants. Let's go and build some things. Yeah, I guess we can go ahead and get that. Might as well get the stadium because we can. Okay, so what we are going to do here is just ranged attacks on the walls. We can actually do this from a +3 distance. Should have moved the Admiral in first. Not overly bothered. Let's start moving in with some units. I don't mind giving him targets to shoot at. It isn't really going to affect me all that much. Maybe I will keep the submarine and the Admiral together, just for safety's sake. What does this Admiral give us? +5 combat strength and 1 movement to modern and atomic air and naval units within 2 tiles. A great person ignores closed borders. Let's close all these down. That's a lot of war declarations from all the city-states involved. Scored competition complete. I didn't click to see what it was. There we go. I win gold reward, so I get 1 diplomatic victory point. So that now puts us on 19 points. Only need 1 point to win. So you're going to skip a turn. You're going to activate there. On to the next turn. So we'll have a session here. He's firing at some units, which was to be expected. Begin voting. Okay, we could potentially win the game here. Duplication of the chosen luxury grants an amenity. Now, I don't know. The following players prefer this outcome. China. And he has a good number of victory points. So if China prefers that outcome, what does China have a lot of? China has dyes. China has mercury. Let's say China's going to go for dyes. So we'll do that and we'll pick dyes. See if China goes for that. I'm not going to put extra points into it. There's no need to. Heritage Organisation. Tourism from great works of this type is doubled, or tourism from great works. No tourism from great works of this type. China. Simon Bolivar would prefer that. He's got no points to vote on, so he doesn't care. The AI likes to vote for religious, or sometimes writing. To be fair, it's a difficult one to tell. That one's going to be a complete guess. I'm going to put religious. Diplomatic victory, I'm just going to put all the points that I've got onto myself, because if they can't outvote me, that should be a win. I can vote 17 points. As long as China doesn't vote against me, that might well be a win. So let's go for it and see what happens. And we lost 2 diplomatic victory points. Like I said, it is just so difficult to do that. Everybody voted for me to lose points. and it was Coca and Heroic Relic. So that's put us back again, unfortunately. We're now back down to 17. So like I said, it is very, very difficult. I do keep my points, though. I keep my diplomatic favour. But it is very, very difficult to get a diplomatic victory unless you do that trick with the Eiffel Tower. So, yeah, let's go ahead and promote... Before I promote you, actually, let's move you one tile out of the way, and then we'll promote you. And we'll shoot with you. I am going to end the video here, but I just wanted to do this before I completely forgot what I was doing. And again, should have really moved up with you first. Anyway, I am going to end the video there, so thanks a lot for watching. I hope you are still enjoying Civilization 6. If you are, please do consider leaving a like on the video or a dislike if you did not enjoy it. But thanks once again for watching all the way to the end. I will see you on the next video. And until then, goodbye for now.